Hello, welcome back, friends. Today we are all about the butt. If you have low back pain or you have tight hamstrings, so many of my runners I work with complain that they have really tight hamstrings. Even people who just walk or sit at a computer all day, very often low back pain, tight hamstrings. And wouldn't you know it, but it's actually the glutes that's often to blame for those issues. We tend to have very weak glutes. So when we're walking and we extend our legs, the glutes are not firing like they should. Those should be our strong leg extensors, and instead our hamstrings and sometimes our low backs take over, and they're just not built for that kind of work. So one of my favorite teachers in the field of massage and body work used to say, or does say, if your back hurts, it's your butt's fault. So that's what we'll address today, those weak glutes. Now, how do we get them firing? So let's play with that. Let's lie down on your stomach. And you could just rest your head in your hands like this. And I just want you to try to squeeze one side, one glute, one butt cheek. Just no better way to say it. Just squeeze a butt cheek. Pick which one. And see if you can do it. Now, if you can't, if you feel like it's not firing, not a problem. Just the fact that you are thinking about it and sending those signals is a first huge step. And you keep doing that enough, your neural pathways are going to start to get the hang of it. And one day you will contract those glutes. But the real work is just sending the signals, even if your body's not doing anything. Just keep telling it to, and you'll override those old habits. Okay, now try the other side. Squeeze the other glutes. Make sure that this is really the glutes you're squeezing and not other areas, not the hamstrings, not the back. You're relaxing the rest of the body and just squeezing one side at a time. You'll probably notice that one side is weaker than the other. That's very common. So now, to make sure we are activating our glutes, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos that have you lift your leg straight up behind you. I have a problem with that because it's so easy for your hamstrings to take over in that action. So in order to get the hamstrings out of the equation, we're going to put them on the slack. We're going to bend your knee. So bend your knee a good 90 degrees. Okay, keep both hip bones on the floor. You want to feel both of those front hip bones on the mat as you lift your thigh. You don't want to bring your hip up. You want your hip to stay down and just lift your knee. It's going to be a small movement. You may not be able to get very high. And just lift and down. Squeeze that glute to lift and down. Squeeze the glute to lift and down. Do about 10 of these, lift and down. Now you really should start to feel that glute firing. Squeeze, press the heel. You can think of pressing the heel up towards the ceiling. And lift. Okay, let's switch sides. Other side. One side will be easier than the other. And lift and down. Again, keep that, it's a reminder to myself as well, keep that hip down. Just the thigh. Reaches up and down, up and down. Use the breath to help. So you inhale on the relaxation, exhale on the effort. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Think about squeezing that butt to get that leg up. Butt is the word of the day. Okay. Now, if you feel like you've gotten the hang of that, here's what we're going to do. Now, you probably know bridge pose. If you don't, no problem. I have a video on bridge pose as well. So you're going to walk your heels toward your buttocks. There it is, the word of the day. Place your hands, palms down, get your feet flat on the floor, and begin to lift the tailbone up, up, up. Squeeze your glutes to do this. They'll really serve you. Now, here's the thing. If you have one glute that is weaker than the other, I want you to keep that foot down. So for me, my left is weaker. So I'm gonna leave my left foot down, as I lift my right. Now my left glute has to really squeeze to hold this posture so I don't go doing, weird things with my hips. You really want to keep both hip bones straight up to the ceiling. Squeeze that glute, maybe even lift that other leg a little higher and bring it down. And if you want, go ahead and do the other side. See how it compares. This is easier for me. I was right. My right's stronger. Maybe your dominant side that's stronger, sometimes not. But that's a really great way to get the weaker glutes to activate. And then think about that while you're walking or you're running. Activate that glute to get that leg back, okay? That's gonna help your hamstrings relax. It's gonna take that pressure off of the low back, and you should start to have your gait firing where it should be and in the proper order and feeling better. So thanks so much. Let me know how that went for you. Give me a comment below and tell me what you thought. Subscribe to my channel, please. I put out lots of videos like this, and share it with your friends. If you know friends who need to strengthen their glutes, this is a good way to let them know. Be well, and I'll see you next time.